Hey everyone! So today's video is gonna be about basically like me saying things about like Rotary and application process and stuff like that. So I guess I'll just start with my story. My story on like getting like yeah, just my story. Okay, so I actually don't really remember exactly it when it like even like this whole thing even started. Like I don't remember when I was like, you know what, Dad, I want to go on exchange to Japan. Like I don't remember that at all. And yeah, it's very fuzzy. But anyway, so like this was before I had told my parents or anything. Like the thought was in my head like, yeah, I want to go. So I started like looking up exchange programs. I even asked at my school if there was an exchange program there, but they were like, no, there's not. So then I was like, damn it. So then I just looked up things online, and then I found Rotary. Yeah. So I clicked on the link, and it was like some weird website. Like I didn't really know what to do. So I actually kind of like scrapped that, and I was like, forget about this one. I'll find another one. Yeah. Um, and then I started watching a bunch of videos on YouTube of people and their exchange experiences and stuff like that. And there was one girl who went with Rotary, and I was like, oh yeah, I remember seeing Rotary. And then she like said things, and I was like, oh, this one seems like a good one. So I went back to that website and tried to like search it more in depth, and I don't really find anything. But I didn't find anything. Anyway, then I told my dad, and then that's when we started like looking together. And then I showed him the Rotary website, and he said that there was a phone number there, and I was like, okay, cool, so call it. And then he called, and then he started talking to someone, and he was like telling them, oh, my daughter wants to go on exchange, and la la la, and then he said that she was like super excited and glad that yeah, I was interested and stuff like that. And then yeah, and then I actually don't really remember. I don't remember anything, to be honest. I don't remember like when getting in contact with other people happened, but then we got in contact with another person, and then he started like explaining more things about it and stuff, like about Rotary and about exchange and stuff like that. And he did say that it was extremely late for applying, not only for Japan but for like the whole thing in general, because I believe he said the application deadline was March, and it was like the end of March, and I was like, spring break was right around the corner. So I was like, darn, because then I kind of thought, oh, maybe they're not gonna like accept my application. And then that's when they told me, oh, so there's more of a chance if you like pick another country to go to. But then me thinking in my head, I'm like, I don't want to go to another country. I want to go to Japan. But but yeah, I was like, but I honestly didn't really know what other countries to go to, because there really wasn't anything else that interested me. So that was a really hard thing for me to think of. But my after a while, my they just stopped telling me to pick two other countries, and then just continued talking about Japan with me. So yes, so I was glad, because I'm guessing they just like knew how much I wanted to go, and they tried their best, and I appreciate that a lot. But yeah, and then that's when we started like the whole application process. Oh my god, so many paperwork, so many copies of things. Yeah, if you want to apply, get ready, buy ink, get a printer. Yeah. And yeah, then you know the basic, you have to go to the doctor, have them examine you. We also had to get have a form signed from the school. It didn't have to be like any specific person, it could have been like a guidance counselor or something like that. But the problem was that we were like on I was on spring break, so we couldn't go to the school and get that done. But we asked the people, and they said that we could send in the application. Wait, it was either that we could send in the application like without that paper and then send that paper in later, or just wait and then send it in, because we had to rush, because backtracking a little bit, one of the people said that Japan did, thankfully, like they were gonna accept my application, because even though it was late, they did, like, I'm guessing they're like, come on, you know, she wants to go, so they're like, okay. And then yeah, and then yeah, they told me that it has to be done really fast, cause yeah, so and yeah, we tried to get everything done as fast as we can, but you know there's that problem with the school. So yeah, so I don't remember which one they said it was, but yeah, and after a while we got it done. And then I never really got told like you're going to Japan. It was just kind of like insinuated. So that was pretty nice. And yeah, I was pretty happy, because they stopped saying like, oh, you know, there isn't that much of a chance, so they stopped saying that, so that's basically how I'm like, I'm going. And yeah, I got really happy because of that. So, and yeah, then that's when we started like taking care of things like insurance and like money wise. Oh, speaking of which, Rotary is actually the cheapest program that I found. Like there was this other program that was like 14,000 for a whole year. Oh yeah, speaking of which, yeah, wait. Oh yeah, there's another program. There's like over $14,000 for the same year-long exchange, and it was expensive. But yeah, it's the cheapest one, so that's a good thing. There was actually this one orientation that I went to, but I'm pretty sure there were a lot of others, but since I applied late, I didn't really like go to any. And yeah, it was really nice. Like we went to a place, like I don't really know, but it was like, it was pretty far from where I live, but you know. And yeah, it was nice. We like hung around, and there were a bunch of other like exchange students, inbound students, like other students who come from other countries that came to the United States, and it was really cool. Like there were like a bunch of different people from different countries, and it was really cool. And yeah, I yeah, it was cool. It was cool meeting people from other countries. It was awesome. And then yeah, we did other things, and yeah, it was really cool. Yeah. And I also went to some Rotary meetings in my area. I went to 2. My most recent one was a while ago, cause I don't know. Yeah. And yeah, I spoke there a little bit, and I got some pins for a blazer that we're supposed to get, where we put pins on the blazer and we like exchange them with other exchange students. Exchange, funny. And yeah, you basically just have your blazer there with all your pins, and yeah, it's official. And yeah, it's pretty cool. Another thing is that all the people in Rotary are like they volunteer to do all this, and so do all like the host families that host. They volunteer to host, like they're not paid or anything like that. And yeah, it's really nice. Like that's how you know like they actually want to be there and actually want to like help you and stuff like that. Right now, what I'm still waiting on is like the visa, cause that's been like that's been in the dark for a while now. I don't know when like we're gonna like get it, or make an appointment to go get it, or yeah, I don't know. That's pretty like, yeah. So that's basically about it for like the whole like application and like my story. And I did explain the application thing a little bit. I hope a little bit. one thing, yeah. Yeah. That's about it. Okay, so I hope this was a little bit informative. I hope this was a little informative if you're planning to go on exchange. I would suggest to go through Rotary because so far it's pretty nice. The heck? Anyway. Yeah, it's good so far. And the people are really nice. Like, yeah, they're nice, and they just really want to help you. And yeah, thank you for watching. Comment questions again. Comment things like subscribe, do your thing, and yeah. Oh, and there's another video coming very soon saying other things that I found out, which I didn't find out that many things, but I found out things to make me like super excited about it, and even more like, yes, I want to go to Japan. But yeah, again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!